Tip top trippers, it's Saturday the 18th of June, and being a Saturday it can only mean one thing, that's right, Saturday smiles whilst running those miles. Season 2, episode 8, wow, wowie wowie. But before I take you through today's shenanigans of the Saturday smiles and running in hot weather, I have a question of the day for you. And my question of the day this week saw the launch of the latest super shoe from Nike, the Alpha Next Percent Zoom Proto 2. I can't remember the exact name, but were you one of the lucky people who got one of those here in the UK? Because it sold out literally within minutes. Did you even know Nike was releasing one of those shoes? Leave it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you, and I'm looking forward to your feedback. So let's crack on with running in heat. Welcome back, welcome back. The irony of yesterday being so super hot, and this morning here on the Saturday morning, about 7 AM here along the River Severn in England. It's a lovely cool breeze, and we've got cloud form, and I think the forecast is potentially light rain. So it's considerably cooler than yesterday, but it's still 18 Celsius, which is, what's that? Somewhere in the 70s Fahrenheit. So it's still very warm. So we're going to talk about running in heat and my top tips from yesterday. HSSH, hat, sunscreen, slow running and hydration. Those are the 4 topics I'll be talking about. But before that, how's your week been? Leave it in the comments below. Let me know how you've been getting on. And Ivan, wow, what a fantastic first half marathon. Sub 90 as well. I was very impressed how you ran that race. And also the crowds, the support, TV coverage. Gosh, why don't they do that in Britain? But anyway, yes, it's been quite a up and down week, and I've given you my thanks for the wonderful comments and feedback on that morning where I weren't feeling too good, very low. But these things happen, life is full of ups and downs. So this is one of the ups. And you might be wondering, what run have I got today? Well, it's not a park run. I've got 3 sets of 1 mile. I know, oof. So 1 mile reps, finishing off with 5 sets of 90 seconds hard. All of them with rest periods varying. About 90 seconds rest with the 1 mile reps. About 90, I think, I can't remember, I've programmed we watch. It's all in there, it bleeps and I go. Nice and simple, yeah? So, running in hot weather. What's it all about? Why so much fuss? Yes, running in heat. It always causes a lot of fuss on the social medias, forums, and there's lots of discussion, disagreements. But I did see a video, you might have seen, some of you might watch, Mark Lewis, Above Average, and he produced a hydration thing, because he saw something that I saw as well. And I think he presents in a completely different manner to me. He does add in a lot of humour, and you know, for me, I like to keep it simple, and so does he. And what happened for me is that how we run in heat, taking the given that we dress appropriately. You dress to the temperature, not the weather. So once it's about to rain, it's 18 Celsius, so I'm dressing appropriate for that weather. No raincoats or anything like that. You don't need raincoats at 18 Celsius, really. But sorry if I'm stating some bleeding obvious things here, but I've kept it simple. HSSH, yeah, hats, sunscreen, slow running and hydration. Those are the 4 things, and they're all dependent on a whole host of factors. It's all about how long are you out for and your intensity that you'll be training at. Those are the determining factors on the HSSH. Yeah, so I'll give you a breakdown more of what I mean by those. So the first H, hat, totally dependent on how long you're going to be out for. Yeah, and obviously if it's clear blue skies or cloudy, as you can see, it is pretty cloudy right now here, so no hat for me. Although with the time I'm out, I probably still wouldn't wear a hat. But if you're going to be doing a marathon and it's blazing hot sunshine, it may be worth putting a hat on. Yeah, so if you look at my Brighton Marathon hat, and I'm sure there's other marathons, and it goes the other way as well. When it's raining, hat goes on as well. But in the hot weather, you have a hat on to keep the sun off your head if you're out for hours and hours. Simple? Yeah. The first S, sunscreen. Yeah. Again, depending on how long you're out for, you will need to put sunscreen on. For me personally, if I'm out 20 minutes, 40 minutes, I don't put sunscreen on. If I'm out for longer and it's blistering blue skies, even sometimes if there's cloud cover, depending on what the UV intensity is of the day, I'll put sunscreen on, and I always put on factor 50. I know I've got a good tan, but factor 50 is essential. Don't bother with any of the other ones, they're just not strong enough. Not for the amount of time you'll be out running. So sunscreen, get that on. So the second S, slow running. Now it might sound obvious to a lot of you guys, but the hotter it gets, the higher our heart goes up when we're exercising. So the perceived effort is higher even though we're going slower. Now the good news, like I'm running slow right now for me, this is my warm-up. The good news is with the 80-20, or for a lot of you doing the 100% zero, most of our runs will be slow anyway, so it's of no concern. The other thing that it's of no concern is when you are doing intensities like I'm going to do now, I'm not stressing about pace too much. It's all about effort. Yeah, it's all about the effort. On to the topic, the final H, hydration. I guess this is the one that causes the most controversy, debate. No size fits all. That's the one thing to remember. One size does not fit all. If you see someone drinking gallons of gallons whilst they're on a run, that's them. Just as a bit of a side thing, are you aware that more people die from overhydrating? Yeah, so there is a word for that. For those of you who want to Google it, let me know. But for me, for today's session, I've not brought any water with me, and because for me on a daily basis I'm fully hydrated, and this is where I said that I might even find a link for that Mark Lewis video and put it in the description, is that he goes through the science and explanation that most of our body is fluid, and if we're hydrating correctly each day, which we should be, whether we're runners or not, we should be correctly hydrated, whatever it is, 2 litres, 3 litres of water a day. And that is all you need, water. You know, all these electrolyte drinks and all these snazzy words you might need when you're racing, but on these easy runs and stuff, you know, unless you do have some conditions. I do appreciate some people may have some conditions where they need to take salt tablets or drink when they're out on a 20-minute run because of the heat and humidity. I do appreciate that, but for most of us, we don't need that. But there's so much talk and hype that you know, the drink that I had this morning won't have much of an impact, if any, on my run. Most of my, as I say, most of my runs are easy. I don't take any water, and yeah, on some of the long runs I don't take any water either, but again, depending on the temperature. But I might take gels, and that's about it on the hydration. Keep it simple, don't overanalyze it, certainly don't stress and worry about it. But I remember I was so stressed and worried, and this is my warning to you guys, you can go out and buy one of these bladders that you put on the back, fill it up with water, and then follow the instructions that some of these guys say you should be doing, which is a couple of sips every mile. Drink to thirst. So I done that on a series of long runs, and I barely drunk half a cup of water. Yeah, so for me, and that's just me, so as I say, don't copy what I do, do what works for you. Yeah, so that's the hydration. Thank you. Now let's crack on with the training run. So as part of my training run, part of the warm-up, because I'm going to be doing some speed session this morning, I'll do some strides just to get the legs up to speed. And yeah, it's pretty blowy here, which is really nice and refreshing. But straight away, whoo-hoo, if I'm looking to push certain speeds, it's going to be tough. I said earlier, don't stress about the speeds. It's the intensity and effort. So if I'm running to a particular effort, into a headwind, and the speed is considerably slower, I don't stress about it. I don't go, oh, I didn't hit the speeds, which I've seen various people do. It's counterproductive, negative, and it doesn't help. So it's all about effort. All about the effort. No worries. Right, that was my second set of strides. My legs are feeling quite heavy. It's been quite an intense week. And again, but also with this heat and humidity, we can feel a bit lethargic and heavy. That's normal, so I'm not too worried about that. And I did have a thought, which has gone out, but it'll probably come straight back, and I'll update you with that thought. And here is that thought. Check out my shirt, it's grey. So this is the start of the training run. It's now beginning to rain, just light drizzle. So let's see how sweaty this gets. Let's see how much I sweat out during this run. Remember, 3 sets of 1 mile and 8 sets of 90 seconds, or 6 sets, I can't remember, quite a lot. Anyway, next set of strides. Right, so that's the 5 sets of strides completed. I don't think there's a day that goes by without some kind of incident. So I just had a dog chase me again, barking, so I had to alert the owners that they need to keep control of that dog, and they did promptly. Unlike the one a few months back, these owners did promptly take hold of the dog and put it on a lead. Why wasn't it on the lead in the first place? Yeah, you could see me running towards them. But hey, sorry, I was actually walking. It was on one of these strides, and I'm walking like this towards them, and the dog came at me. But hey, so now, completed the strides, gonna go to the start point of 1 mile. So fortunately I have a path. I think bridge to bridge here in Worcester is about 1 mile along the river, so hopefully that'll work. If it doesn't, there should be enough path to complete the 1 mile. And yeah, it's proper drizzling now. You might see all the spots on my shirt. Yeah, so it's proper drizzly, nice wind, so it'll work one way, won't work the other way. But again, no stresses. Let's crack on, and I'll see you at the end of the first mile. The joys of technology. There's something gone wrong with my Garmin, where when I start the sets it goes straight into recovery. I don't understand that. I need to check what I've done on the settings here. So first mile complete. I've got to the other bridge. So yeah, that felt good. A bit frustrated with the tech. I think I can guess what I've actually done wrong. It's my fault, my mistake. I think I set it to 1 meter instead of 1 mile. Oh. Yes, so always wear your glasses when you're setting these, yeah? M, little I, is miles, 1M is meters. So yes, fundamental error. But hey, so I'm having my 90 seconds recovery and then head back up. That's the beauty that I'm fortunate enough to know these distances. Otherwise I'd be really up a gum tree, wouldn't I? Back to the other bridge, second mile done. Only 60-second recovery now on this one. So this is the trying part, yeah. So if you're wondering what pace I'm running at, it's around 4-minute kilometre. So my fast half marathon pace, yeah, I think my PB was 3 minutes 58 per kilometre on the half marathon, so below 5k pace, so around a sub 25k park round pace. Yeah, so coming up to the minute. Finish the last 1 mile, recover, and then we got those sets of 90-second spurts. Yeah, oh, so much fun. So I've just gone through the I've saved that, done me 1 mile. You can probably tell I've got my breath right back because I've just been saving my watch and setting the Garmin onto those sets of quick speeds. Now, I really did feel it on that last mile because it was only 60 seconds recovery as opposed to 90 seconds on the previous one. That's all part of the training. Fatigue, recovery, getting the legs used to that and still turning over at speed. So that's the purpose of those. So I'm now going to do my sets and then catch you maybe in between some of the sets or maybe at the end. Let's see. No, I'm doing sets. You see the joys of chatting with other runners. She said, stop humiliating me. I said, no, I'm just doing sets. She's doing a nice easy run. I'm doing fast sets. So it's 5 sets, 90 seconds, and 90 seconds recovery. So it's literally, for me, it's not all out, but pretty much on there. But the idea is to keep the 5 sets at around the same pace. So if I went all out, guns blazing, burnt all my matches, I would fade. Might have probably fade in the second one if I'd gone really all out. But anyway, feeling good. Getting a bit sweaty now. You can see the sweat building up. Oof. But feeling good. Not feeling thirsty. Yeah. And lovely breeze. So I'll probably catch up with that lady again. She's all the way up there. But it's not a race. It's just a bit of fun. If you call the fast reps fun. Yeah, right, second set done. According to my Garmin, I went marginally longer distance on that. I probably was going a bit quicker, chasing down people. Yeah, but feeling good. Yeah, it is optimum effort, but yeah, I really do enjoy these speed sessions. Once you've done a nice warm-up, it's good to let the legs loose. So that's 2 down, 3 to go. Let's go. That's 4th set done. Didn't catch you after the 3rd set because I was in chat with a lovely couple. They had a t-shirt. Does anyone remember Captain Scarlet? That is definitely an age-related thing, which was what the banter was with this couple, because one of them was wearing the Captain Scarlet shirt. Dun 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 dun. Ooh, Captain Scarlet. Anyway, you're probably googling that if you don't, you know, for all you young ones, you'll be googling that. But anyway, so last set coming out. I think I am going quicker than what was on the actual plan, but again, I take the GPS and speed as a pinch of salt. I'm going to effort, not all out effort, but you know, I'd say about 80-90%, somewhere around there. So yeah, and you can see the sweat beginning to build up. So last set coming up, 5th and final set done. Whew. Such a buzz I get from doing these, and sometimes because I get such a buzz, I'd like to do more of them. But I know, yes, you're all shouting at the screen, if you do more you get injured. Yeah, absolutely. So I do these sparingly. So most of the runs are easy and some are super easy, or what I call jiggy jog. So it's a recover now, and then I'll do my 20-minute easy run as a proper recovery, and we'll carry on updating you as we progress, because yeah, as you'll see, yeah, I've sweated, not felt thirsty, not needed any water. In fact, if I took on fluids and stuff during these sets, it'd be slushing around in my belly and would probably be detrimental to my performance. But again, I always say one size doesn't fit all, so do what works for you. Sometimes psychologically, just swilling some water around your mouth or having a little sip can help you psychologically. I don't think the body needs it. But anyway, that's my timer saying now start the easy run. Yeah, so cool down. Oh, it's back the other way. Yeah, keep tuned. Oh man, there's something quite clearly, I'm on a runner's high right now, yeah, having done all that, but there's something that feels so beautiful being out here, just doing a nice easy run, cool breeze along the river. I'm so grateful and fortunate to be able to do my training runs around here. But there's beauty all around us everywhere. You don't have to travel for miles and miles or thousands of miles to find somewhere good to run. It's often just on your doorstep. We just have to look, and yeah, it feels so beautiful. But following on from what I said, question of the day, were any of you lucky enough to get one of those new Nike shoes? Do you need one, or do you want one? In terms of need, 100% you do not need them. 100%. Yeah, there's no argument with that. Do you want them? Wow. Well, based on the tried and tested for decades Nike marketing, yeah, they really get a lot of people to want them. That's why they sold out within minutes in the UK. All the main sizes sold out within minutes. And they gamify the app in terms of how you order it. So if you get in as soon as they open the ordering, 8 AM or whenever it is, it's not first come first serve. They look at your profile and they determine whether you are worthy. So it's classic marketing, scarcity marketing, gamification. Yeah, now I'm not anti all that, against all that. They can do whatever they want. And yes, often the argument given to me is people are entitled to buy what they want. Yes, that entitled society again. Yeah, you can buy whatever you want if you have the means and the money to buy them, great. But you're probably wondering, what shoes am I in to have done all these fast reps and sets and all that jazz? Well, I'm in the A6 Magic Speed, and if you've been here for a few months, you'll know that's where I raced Manchester Marathon in. So some of you will be thinking, whoa, how can you do sets in your marathon shoe? Well, I'm old school. Well, 7 years ago old school, in the days when you only needed one running shoe, and that's done all. And that's my current shoe that does it all. Previous to that was the Saucony Endorphin Speed. I think I've done over 1,000 kilometers in those. 1,200, 40, I can't remember. A lot of miles, yeah, a lot of kilometering. But so yeah, that's what I've done this running. And for those of you who don't believe, have a quick look. There you go. I'll edit in so you got a bit of a closer look at them, and feel good. Great all-round shoes for me. Might not work for everyone. A6 doesn't work for everyone, so I've got another pair I've got my eye on once these wear out. And later in the week I've got the review of how I've got on with the two Adidas shoes, the Adios 6 and the Boston 10, how they compare, and what kind of runs the marketing people say you should be doing in them. But what we do in them is up to us, yeah? Do what works for you. Isn't this gorgeous? Onwards. Almost at the end of my recovery running bit, and feeling really good. I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you found it informative in some way. And yes, whatever shoes you run in, all we need is comfortable shoes, and shoes that make us feel good. Yeah, that's all we need, whatever the price. Buy whatever you want, do whatever you want. But yes, I've really enjoyed sharing this with you. It's been a great training run this morning. Lovely Saturday smiles. All that remains for me to say is look forward to seeing you on the 15-week London Marathon video, and also the Adidas comparison shoes later on. But right now I'm going to head home, recover, stretch, shower, and head off to the National Exhibition Centre, Birmingham, for the National Cycling Show. Yeah, that's right. I may even do some filming there, so not running related, but cycling. So I don't know if any of you are into cycling or want to see some info, but leave it in the comments below. Obviously it's predominantly about running, so don't unsubscribe because you see a bike video. Not that you would do that anyway, but yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. See you all soon, guys. Thank you for watching and taking the time to watch these. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye bye.